Welcome to Cinema Universe, where we explore the untold stories of our favorite heroes and villains. Today, we dive into a world where Superman, the beacon of hope, becomes the greatest threat. Join us as we unravel the shocking journey of Superman's descent into darkness and his transformation into a villain unlike any other. Don't forget to subscribe to Cinema Universe for more captivating tales from the multiverse. In a world where truth and justice are twisted into tyranny and fear, Superman, once the symbol of hope, becomes the ultimate villain. Picture this: a powerful being with godlike abilities, now ruling with an iron fist and forcing his will upon a trembling world. No hero is safe, no city is beyond his reach. Witness as he clashes with former allies, crushes dissent, and reshapes the world in his image. Explore the chilling saga of Superman's fall from grace, and ask yourself, what would you do if the greatest hero became the greatest threat? In the Injustice series, Superman undergoes a dramatic transformation, turning from a symbol of hope into a terrifying villain. Driven by tragedy and betrayal, he takes actions that shock even his closest allies. Kills the Joker. After the Joker tricks Superman into killing Lois Lane and destroying Metropolis, Superman becomes unhinged and kills the Joker in retaliation, marking a turning point in his character. Establishes a regime. Superman decides that the world needs to be controlled to prevent similar tragedies from happening again. He establishes a totalitarian regime, with himself as the ruler, and imposes strict laws and punishments. Becomes a dictator. Superman's regime becomes increasingly tyrannical, with him ruling with an iron fist and using his powers to enforce his will, including killing those who oppose him or refuse to submit to his rule. Kills Green Arrow. In a particularly brutal moment, Superman kills Green Arrow, who was a close friend and part of the original Justice League, after he opposes Superman's regime. Imprisons Batman. Superman captures Batman and imprisons him in a special cell in the Fortress of Solitude, showing how far he is willing to go to eliminate any opposition to his rule. Battles the Insurgency. Superman's regime faces opposition from the Insurgency, a group led by Batman. This leads to a brutal conflict between the two sides, with Superman using his powers without restraint to crush the rebellion. Kill Shazam. In a particularly brutal moment, Superman kills Shazam, formerly Captain Marvel, a young hero who had sided with Batman's insurgency during a battle. Enforces regime's laws. Superman and his regime enforce strict laws, such as mandatory registration for heroes and the use of lethal force against criminals, leading to a world where freedom is heavily restricted. Brainwashes supervillains. Superman uses his powers to coerce and brainwash villains, such as Bizarro and Black Adam, into serving his regime, further cementing his control over the world. Kills Green Lantern Corps. In an act of extreme aggression, Superman attacks and kills members of the Green Lantern Corps who try to intervene in his affairs, showing his willingness to take on even cosmic forces. Clashes with the Justice League. Superman's actions lead to conflicts with other members of the Justice League, such as Wonder Woman, who supports his regime, and Batman, who opposes him, leading to heartbreaking battles between former allies. Loses touch with humanity. Over time, Superman becomes more detached from humanity and loses sight of the values that once guided him, viewing himself as a necessary dictator rather than a protector. These actions, among others, paint a picture of a Superman who, when faced with tragedy and loss, becomes a dark and authoritarian figure, willing to do whatever it takes to maintain control, even at the cost of his own ideals and friendships. As the tale of Superman's descent into darkness unfolds, one can't help but wonder, could any hero resist such temptation if faced with similar tragedy? Join us in the comments below if you have any questions or insights about Superman's transformation into a villain, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the darker side of our favorite heroes.